welcome to my channel. So, I'm a little bit nervous about this video. I'm a lot nervous because I waited till the last minute to film this and I just don't know really how to answer this question. And this was something that was requested, so me, Jessica, and Paula, we are doing this, and this is what our ideal collection would look like. That is something that I've never thought about. I'm in my 4th year of panning and I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And as I have panned and spent money on things and just tried a million different products because of foreplay and everything else, which I no longer have, I've changed my favorites around a lot. So some of these are going to be specific brands, they're going to be specific colors, they're going to be specific, you guys will see as I go along. As far as my skincare is concerned, I do say that my ideal collection for skincare is pretty simple. I want to be able to DIY pretty much everything that I can. I want to be, right now I am DIYing an eye cream, I DIY'd some eye masks. So eventually I want to go ahead and do that with regular masks and sheet masks and things like that. Serums, just all kinds of stuff. And I even want to try my own moisturizer. I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but ideally I want in the next couple of years, I want to be able to go ahead and do that. But if I can't, that's okay. Because I am sent some things from time to time from friends or for review or something. But ideally, I would like to go ahead and DIY my skincare, because that right there is the biggest chunk of money. And since I am still on my no-buy, I'm still going strong with that. It has been since May of oh my goodness, it's been since May of 2018. Holy crap, that's a long time. So I've been using a lot of stuff and I pretty much know what I like, what I don't like, what I'm spending the most money on, and it's skincare. So DIY is the way to go for me, I think. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into some of these and we're going to go ahead and talk about them. And you guys will know, I don't want to sit here and explain everything to you before I show you, because it'll make sense as I show you guys. So, you know what? I'm just going to start right here with primer. This right here is the MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I love this so much. This little thing right here lasts me a year. And I think it's great for the money, especially if you can get it on sale. Sometimes they have it at the 21 Days of Beauty. That would be great. I love these. I also like the Ulta primer. So I love the one that's in the shade. I think it's something matte. I don't know, but it is the matte one and I absolutely love it. And I apologize for the dogs outside. Those are the neighbors. So yeah, I really like this and I really like the Ulta primer, but the whole thing about it is it just depends on what's on sale. I like them both the same and they both last me a really long time, but I know for sure that I only want one of them. So there's no reason for me to have more than one primer, and that's just how things work. Now, this next one was a little difficult for me. You guys know, if you've been following me along, I love the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. It's now $31. I don't want to spend $31 on foundation, but no matter what I choose for my ideal collection, it will always be MAC. So this is going to be sort of like my second choice, because I'm no longer going to be purchasing MAC because it's too expensive. So I thought long and hard about it, and this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I'm going to go ahead and stick with this. I have other foundations to try, but again, I only want 1 or 2 in my collection, probably 2 at a time. It just depends. Like if I'm doing like a 2,000 point purchase or something to restock on some items and this happens to be on sale, I'm going to stock up with some points and get more than 1, just because that's the smart thing to do, especially if it's on sale. So yeah, I mean, even full price, this is $9.99. Definitely a big difference between that and $31. So I mean, it is literally a third of the price. So, but again, like I said, MAC will always be my holy grail. It just will. So the next one that I'm going to talk about is way over here. And that is the Laura Geller Speckle Treatment Makeup Primer Hydrating. I'm sad, guys, because I had no idea this right here was discontinued. And Ulta and Sephora no longer sells Laura Geller, and it really, really makes me sad because I really, really like this. So, ideally, in a perfect world, I would go ahead and I would keep this in my collection, and I would continue to purchase this because I love it so much, but that just can't happen. So, you know, when this is gone, it's gone. I can't even find it on the Laura Geller website, which makes me sad. So I am going to try my best to DIY this because yeah, I'm going to plan on DIYing something, and hopefully it works just as well as this. If not, I do want to try the Nivea aftershave balm as a primer and see how that works. But ideally, you know, I would love to have this in my collection forever and ever and ever because I love it. And just, it boggles my mind that it was discontinued and I had no idea. No idea. Now, this right here is my makeup setting spray. This is something that I have DIY'd and I use it all the time. And in fact, I did a video on things I DIY instead of buy, or my title was something like that. And one of them I was talking about this and what I put in it. And I think I even put it on Instagram, what I put in it, but I love it. And I am going to continue on DIYing this. So this right here, I don't plan on buying any setting sprays at all. It's just making my own. So what is it going to be? One of these bottles at a time. That's all I need. And again, with the face primer, all I need is one. But if I'm DIYing it, you know how, you guys know. All right, now we are going to get into powders. Now, again, we're going to talk about this for a minute because I am a little bit conflicted. This is the MAC Studio Fix Foundation. It's a Studio Fix Powder plus Foundation. I love this. I love that this one has a lot of coverage to it. I just love this powder. I think it kind of just, if your foundation isn't really necessarily working for you, this kind of covers up the mistakes of the things that you don't like. And I just love this. I love all the MAC powders. I even used the Care Blend, I think. I don't even remember what it was called, and I love that. I just love MAC powders. However, you're talking about a very big expense, so most likely I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Rimmel Stay Matte. I used that a really long time ago, so, and it's affordable, so I'm probably going to go to that one. So yeah, ideally I would like to keep this, but you know, Rimmel, and again, I'm only going to ever have one of those in my collection, possibly two. Again, it just depends on my 2,000 point purchase whenever I do it at MAC, which I might be doing one of those this year. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I will be at some point. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how often I keep up with my hair. So if I keep up with my hair, then yeah, definitely I'm going to have a 2,000 point purchase. And so depending on if they have it, what they have, that's how many I'll have, because I like to kind of stock up with that so I don't have to purchase for a while. So the bronzer. This is another one that's a little bit sticky wicket. I have not worn bronzer in a really long time. Like, I used to not wear bronzer at all because I could never find a bronzer that worked well for me. So I played with bronzers for a little bit. And then I was gifted this. This is the Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer. I love this bronzer to death. I love it. I love it a lot, and I need to find a dupe for it. I know Temptalia has dupes for it, but I'd like to find a dupe in my own collection. Spoiler, I have some pan on my first thing ever, and this is really, really subtle, as you can see right there. I mean, this is definitely very buildable. It kind of has like a rosy tone to it, and I just love it on my skin. However, it is Too Faced, and I no longer want to purchase Too Faced items. So, yeah, this is perfect, and hopefully I'll be able to find a dupe. If not, I just won't buy a bronzer. I can live without bronzer, maybe. I don't know. I'm loving this bronzer ever since I got it. I have been using it like crazy. So, I don't know what I'm going to do, guys. I mean, if you guys know of a bronzer that is a dupe, exact dupe for this, or really, really close to this, let me know, because in probably a year, I'll need another one. So, and that is another one that I only want one of in my collection. Any other bronzers that I've ever received or whatever that were in my collection, I already gave away. So I really want to just have one in my collection, and that's it, or zero. Now blushes is, realistically, I like to only have one blush. Not exactly sure if that is ever gonna happen, but ideally, if I was to only have one blush, it would be this one. Again, it's Laura Geller. And again, they don't have it at Ulta or Sephora anymore. But this one is the Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. I ended up panning a few of these. Actually, they were just the mini sizes. And I have the full size right here. And it is just so beautiful and so perfect. It's just, I absolutely love it for my skin tone. It's just great. It's just great. I have yet to use a blush that is better than this. I might in my collection have one that's better, but as of right now, I would really like this. But if I can't have this, I don't know what I would want, but I know that I would only want one. I would only want one blush in my whole collection, which will realistically never happen. All right, so next we're going on to highlighters. I only ever want one highlighter, and really even then I'll probably just go with the eyeshadows until all of my highlighter eyeshadows are gone. But in a perfect world, let's just say all my eyeshadows are gone. I've panned all of my other highlighters and I need to pick out another highlighter. Well, I'm stuck because I've got two here that I absolutely love. These two are my absolute all-time favorite ones. All-time favorite ones. This one right here is Fenty Beauty, and this one is called Sandcastle. I have it on my cheeks today, and I love it. And there's glitter in it, and I don't care, and I just love it. And at first, I thought it was going to be too dark for me, but it isn't, and it's so stinking pretty. I love it so much. I love it. I love it. There's no words to describe it. It's just absolutely stunningly beautiful, and it is right there, and it's just... I love this. 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 I have no idea how much this is. I haven't even looked up how much this is. So if you guys are willing, look it up for me how much that is, because I have this feeling that I'm just going to need that again in my life. Now, another favorite, and this one has been my favorite for a very long time. And whenever I panned mine, my friend Claire had one that she was giving away, and she sent this to me because it was just too dark for her. And she was like, do you want a MAC Soft and Gentle? Yeah. Because before this was my all-time favorite. And this one is still just beautiful. I panned one completely. I think that was in my first year of panning that I panned it completely. And this is just stunningly beautiful. So, yeah, and in fact, you could see how similar they are. This one is the Fenty one, and this one right here is, well, I guess really this one is more foiled. But if this isn't, this is like an unfoiled version of this one. So yeah, I really love this one. This one is absolutely perfect for me too. So I don't know, it would be a tough call on which one I would get. But I know I would only get one. I would probably get the one that is the cheapest. That's usually how my brain tends to work. So whatever one is the cheapest or on sale or something, that's the one that I would get. I don't really know of anything else to say about that. I think that's pretty much it. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about mascara. And this one worries me a little bit because I have tried millions of different mascaras that I know that I love. I have tried the Ulta one, and it was the one that was pink. I absolutely love, love, love that one. There was a Buxom one that I absolutely loved. I'm working on this one right now, and this one is Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Volume Mascara. I liked it the first couple of days, probably the first week. And now I'm not such a huge fan of it. I mean, it's good, but I'm sure in this line I will find my holy grail because I have all the colors. I'm pretty sure I have all the colors, and hopefully I'll be able to, because this right here is really affordable. So maybe I'll be able to, but in a perfect world, no matter which mascara I find, it will always be secondary, because my favorite mascara is Benefit Their Real Mascara, and it's like $24, $25, something like that. And that is ridiculous, but I have went through several tubes of that mascara and I just absolutely love it and I miss it, but I'm determined to go ahead and find an affordable option. Like I said, I've tried a lot of them that I like. I even like the It Cosmetics Superhero one, but I believe that one is pretty much the same price as Benefit, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of a, I don't know, but I would only want one or two at a time, I believe, depending on, yeah, I think I would probably only want one or two because they do tend to dry out. So that's my opinion on that one. So we are down to the crazy eyeshadow. And initially my answer was, well, everything. I want all the eyeshadows. I want all the colors in all the world. Well, that is not realistic. So I wanted to think about what would I want in my collection if I had to start over. And I'm not going to talk about brands or anything like that. I'm talking about, I did choose palettes to show you. 2 palettes actually. But it doesn't have to be that brand. It's more about the colors. Okay. This right here is the ColourPop glitter palette. And this is the newest of the glitter palette that I got for Christmas. And you could see all these really pretty colors. I really enjoy the glitter toppers. I really think that it brings something special to the look. And I just can't imagine my life without glitter. So right now I would always have a glitter palette or something. Eyeshadow. That's, whew. I would say that this palette right here, this is the Morphe Jeffree Star palette. I would say that this right here, this palette right here, represents me the most. But I want to also say that some of these shades I could do without. So these are all the really pretty colors. I know, sad to say I have not used this one yet. And of course I would get rid of this one because this one, who needs that? I don't need that. I would honestly probably turn this into an eyeliner. So that is another thing with eyeliners. I could just make my own with eyeshadows, no matter what color it is, and I could have a whole lot of fun with it. So really, I don't need eyeliners in my life. Unless, of course, I want to do the waterline, which is always very rare for me. So yeah, I would just go ahead and turn some of these into cream shadows and just use them as eyeliners like I've done before. But this right here represents basically me. I would go ahead and use every single one of these colors. Obviously, you know, I would want different types of purples. This one's more of like a pinky purple. But you guys, I think you guys understand what I'm saying. I mean, these are ridiculously pigmented, but they don't have to be Morphe. They don't have to be that. They don't have to be a specific brand. It's just these colors really speak to me. Every single one of them. And I can't really think of any color that is really missing. I mean, you've got your warm tone shadows. You've got your glitter right here. You've got different types of greens. You have some browns. You have some creams. You've got some really pretty other, you know, frosty type of shades, and just, this is perfect with all the colors. And you've got basically the pretty, the romantic colors, and you could do a million different looks with all of these colors. So if I had all of these colors, whether they were in singles or a palette, it would just be absolutely perfect for me. And I don't think that I would go for anything else. I mean, looking at this, I would probably just say, you know, I would want a true red on top of it, like a really orange shade on top of it, a different type of purple, not a blue purple, but more like a true purple. purple fans, I think, would probably understand what I mean by the true purple. A purple that just simply does not exist. So yeah, I really feel, I mean, this is the one that really just speaks to me. This is me and a palette. This is me, okay? I really, because of this video, I ended up being really inspired to just go through my collection and to see what I don't like. And there ended up being 44 shades originally, and then I pulled 2 of them out. And so there was 42 shades that I didn't necessarily care for. I was like, you know what? I'm going to franken these and see what happened. These are some of the ones that I ended up frankening. And I know a lot of them are the same, but they started out as matte shades, and they were like the really ugly cool tone shades that I really don't like. In fact, this one right here in my crease, like the greenish bluish type of shade, that is something that I ended up frankening, and I really enjoy this look. There was a purple that I ended up frankening. It's on my eyes. All of these have been frankened, and I know a lot of these look the same, but you know, that's what you're going to end up getting. But if, like I said, if you would have seen the picture before, which I do have a picture, if you guys want to see it on Instagram, I'll be more than happy to post a picture of it. You should have seen some of them before, is what I'm trying to say, because they were just ugly for me. I just did not like them at all on my eyes. A lot of them lost pigmentation. So yeah, these are definitely a whole lot better. Let me go ahead and give you some swatches here of some of them. I mean, this is 2 of them right here. Let's go ahead and swatch a purple, which is right here. I mean, some of them are not the best, but they certainly are better than what they were. Those are the 3 right there. Definitely shadows that I can make work for me. I figured I had nothing to lose because I didn't like them, and I probably was never going to use them. So it was either toss them or try to make them work. So hopefully these are going to work. I really think that they are, judging by the colors that I have used so far. You're going to definitely see these in a project in the future. You'll see them 1 at a time, maybe 2 at a time. Who knows with me? But you're going to see some of my franken shadows. And really, it's cathartic for me to go ahead and just franken and be in my own little brain and in my own little space. And it brings me joy. So, that was my long-winded ideal collection. As you can tell, really, with eyeshadow, I just don't know. I just don't know. So that's why I showed you, you know, an eyeshadow palette that inspires me, that really speaks to me. All of the colors speak to me. And I'm going to DIY what I can. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Jessica and Paula's ideal collection looks like. I really look forward to seeing how they go about this video, what they're going to do, if they're going to talk about brands, if they're going to talk about specific colors. As always, we kind of just not really talk about it. We just kind of go with the flow and do what we do, and we surprise each other. We always go about it in a different way, so definitely go ahead and check them out. They will be listed down below. And my mouth is dry from talking a lot. So I am going to go ahead and go. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.